sounds, and we're very grateful that all of you came out of your house to participate and out of the darkness. You know, us as a community, I really believe that the solution and the cure for suicide is right here. It's right here in this circle of people. You know, it was taught to me once by a very wise man, actually a Lakota friend of mine from the Lakota people. He said to me, his name's Robert Whitemountain, he said, the issue with humanity is that we haven't found a way back to circle. You know, and for us at Drumming Sounds, the circle represents a place where we can be ourselves. You know, we can be a part of community. We can be a part of something beautiful. And I'm very grateful to be here with all of you in a moment that will never be here again, right? This is a moment in our collective history that will never be here again. And it's something that's very sacred and very beautiful. You know, we grow up sitting on a line, right? These young people that are here, they're growing up sitting in a line. They go to school, they're going to sit in a line. You know, us, we go to church, we sit in a line. When we go to the movies, we sit in a line. Everywhere we go, it's always a line. And that line has a very weak spot. And that's in the middle. You know, the middle is the place that the line could be broken, right? And for many of us, we've been in that middle place, that weak place. And we need to come back to the circle. We need to come back to community. And this is something that I know in my life has helped me through my own struggles of suicide, my own struggles with depression, with addiction, all of those things. The drum has been one that has helped me in my life, and I love being able to share the drum with people. So if you were participating in something like this in Cuba, they might call it a rumba. And in Puerto Rico, they call it bomba. In Egypt, it's called hapla. In Hawaii, they call it luau. In Guinea, West Africa, where this drum is from, it's called dundumbois. In Mexico, they call it bamba. In Ireland, they call it brama surcal. In Italy, they call it tarantina. In Belize, they call it punta. And us, the Native American people, oftentimes when we come together with drumming, singing, and dancing, we call it a powwow. Now, I'll tell you, I've been to some of those cultural representations, and there are very few things that are the same. The drums are different, the songs are different, the regalia is different, even the food is different. But the one thing that's the same is the most important part, because it comes from the hearts of the people. I believe deep down inside of all of our hearts is a place that knows love, connection, and community. And this place is actually sacred. And guess what? It's not very difficult to access it. We can create a sacred space right here, right now for our circle, if we all do this. So everyone, do your best, put your hand in front of your mouth. And now I want you to say into your hand the word judgment. Take it in your hand, and now throw it out. So now we have a judgment-free zone, which sure makes it a lot easier to have fun, right? Sure makes it a lot easier to play on the drum. And guess what? It makes it a lot easier to survive suicide. Getting rid of judgment is throwing ourselves into a place of infinite possibility. A place in which our drums can be used to do something beautiful. And our hearts can be a part of something greater than ourselves. So I'm going to play a sound on the bell, but before I do that, this young person has had their hand up the entire time I'm talking. And I don't know if you're like me, but when a young person has their hand up, there is always a possibility that they're going to say something, one, super funny, two, completely inappropriate, or three, actually extremely awesome. So I'm going to give this young person an opportunity to say whatever it is they want to say. What is it you would like to say?
Russia says Parpon.
Awesome! You know what? I feel so connected. I feel so connected to you right now because, you know, sometimes I tell people that I'm Irish and they tell me, you don't look Irish. So I bet when you tell people you're Russian, they're probably like, you don't look Russian, right? Yeah, you know what? I am so connected with you. That is so cool. And thank you for sharing your Russian culture with us. That is so awesome. Let's give them Okay, I'm going to play, you play, okay? So if I go like this, you go.